lovelies. So it's been quite a while, a long while, since I've done my last video. A lot's going on. So a quick life update. I did a life update a couple months ago and a lot has changed since then. So I wrote it down because I tried to film this video earlier and I just kept rambling. You'll figure out why my brain is scattered. So so I think the last thing I filmed was my office bag, which is actually right there, video, and I was studying to be a financial advisor. And yeah, so I ended up staying with the financial advisor job for about 3 months. I could not get past trainee. I could not get my license. I kept failing the test. And it was like I needed like 70 points or something to pass the state exam, and I kept getting 68, 65, and after the third time I'm like, I was distraught. So I was like, maybe this isn't for me. So I shifted my focus and just like focused on school. And at the time I was still working, and I think I was just under a lot of pressure. And because I had the job that I had was a job that I had always wanted, and it just turned out to be not what I thought it was, and I was starting to get really miserable. At that time, by the 3rd month, I had already stepped down as a part-time associate from my full-time management position, and I was still miserable. The job like really took a lot out of me. I think I was trying to film these videos and then trying to hide the fact that I was internally miserable and sleep deprived. Like, I was sometimes working like 6 days a week, like crazy. And I think for about a few weeks in June I was working 7 days a week, and that was like the end of it. So I tried the financial advisor thing. It really wasn't what I thought it was. I'm not gonna, like, I don't know if I said the company in the last video or not. I'm not gonna say the company, but it wasn't what I thought it was. It turned out to be more like an MLM, a multi-level marketing, than anything. And I mean, I should it's it seemed like a multi-level marketing to me, even though they say that it's not. But I stayed a trainee that entire time because in order for me to move up, 1, I had to get my license, and 2, after I got my license, I had to have a certain number of clients. I can't remember, I think it was 10 clients, and then once I hit 10 clients after that, the really after you hit the, I think it's like associate level, you can only move up by recruiting, because they make it difficult for you to move up by just actually working. And I didn't like that. The more I sat in training videos, I just didn't like it. And when it came down to the test, it was like not that much help, or I would say it's like, oh, the mentors were just like, oh, be positive. And I'm like, is there like any material you can give me, something that you can refresh, because I'm like just barely missing it. Like, is there something that I can do, you know? like in the actual trainings were them saying repeatedly week after week about recruiting. Oh, you want to build your, you want to build your team, building your team, and yada yada yada. And I'm like, this is not what I thought it was, because I'm not learning. I'm not really, the trainings, I'm not really learning anything. I feel like if I was learning what the exam was on, it would have been a little bit better. But I wasn't, and it was just, yeah. So I ended up leaving that because it just became really stressful. I went down to part-time at my full-time job, and that was still miserable. I decided to focus on school because I should graduate in May. So that was during the time where it was my last few classes, and I'm like, well, I'll just do school and I'll just chill out. I'll try to relax and everything. So this was, so at the end of August, I think like mid-September or sometime in September, I did end up leaving the core financial partner. And then October, I did an internship with marketing, PR and marketing internship. And November was my last day with Panera. I had actually got into a car accident and wrecked my car. And 3 days before I got into the accident, I found out I was pregnant. So, yeah. So they ended up they took me out of work. First, they told me I had an ectopic pregnancy because there's bleeding. Of course, after the accident, I was hurt. And I feel like my body was just under stress, and I totaled my car, so I ended up like with this huge bruise on my leg, and I was so sore, and I like the seatbelt had like hit me in the underbelly. Of course, the baby's small at that time, so it didn't affect it. It's just like the fact that I know that stress can lead to not happy outcomes. So I ended up getting they put me on light duty for work, which my job there is no light duty. So I was already planning to leave, but it just pushed my leave sooner because like at that point I was completely miserable. I had taken like a 2-week vacation and I was just like, this is what life is like, not having to, oh, okay, all right, this is great. So I took like a 2-week vacation, and then I put my 2 weeks notice in my first day back, and then like 3 days later I ended up in the accident. And yeah, so that was November. Great news is we are currently, I don't know if you can see it or not. We are currently 24 weeks pregnant. We are keeping the gender a surprise. I have to do a separate video on why that is. I had no idea that gender anxiety would hit me as hard as it did, but it did. I am very excited. I have a couple videos planned. I don't plan on making this like a family channel, but I will share some of the things that I'm learning about being a mother. This is my first time. I'm very excited. So besides all of that, what we have going on right now, so no, I am currently not working. This is the first time I have not worked this long ever since high school, since I was 16. It's really weird for me because I've been I've been working since I was 17 years old. So it's weird. I don't think I like it very much. um I need something to do. Right now I'm a little distracted because of school and everything, but I keep thinking like when school is done, oh my gosh, like I know the baby's gonna take up most of my time, but oh my gosh, I'm not sure how long I can. I think because my goal and has always been to be a career woman and a mom and a wife. So it's like I feel like I'm missing a part of who I am by not working, because I'm not doing anything with the business. I'm not doing anything except for school, which is fine because it's a lot. I am finishing my certification in project management this week. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I should be done Friday. I have 2 assignments to turn in, so I should be done by Friday. And I've also been in training for B2B sales, SaaS sales training. So that's gonna be cool because career shift. Yes, that's a career shift. Not really, but kind of career shift, career enhancement, I guess. For me, I tried the financial thing. I should have known that me and numbers weren't gonna get along. It wasn't just the numbers, it was just the overload of information and trying to study and then be at school and then be at work. I think all of that, if I were to do it now, I probably would pass because I have enough time to study. I'm at towards the end of school, so I don't really have real classes. They're I think the classes that I'm in now, I have a senior project and my thesis. Like they turn my thesis into a class, basically. I don't know if I've said this. I'm pretty sure I have. I am getting my bachelor's in business management. So I started looking up careers. I really like project management, program management. I'm hoping to get into a job that will reimburse or pay for it. It's an expensive test, so it's like, do I want to take, if I take it on my own, you know, that's like I can use that in my interviews and on my resume right away. And I do have, I have all the requirements to take it now. I just don't have a sponsor. So I want to wait until I have a sponsor to do that. And I started looking at careers that I could do now that, you know, decent pay and entry level, things like that. So I stumbled upon SaaS sales, looking at, because my second choice is business development. So I was looking at business development representative positions, and I ended up stumbling upon all these requirements of having B2B sales, SaaS sales, and I was like, well, I don't have that. And I found Uvaro, and like insert the name somewhere, and they offered 4-week training, and it's actually been very, very helpful. I've refreshed my resume and put Uvaro in it, and I've gotten 5 interviews in the past 2 weeks. Like it's real. I have a career fair today, I have an interview today, and I have an interview Thursday. it's legit. I have a second interview on I forget what day, but it's in April, and that's the one that I really want. So, and then I started to realize that I really liked SaaS sales. Like, I really enjoy it. It's something that I could see myself doing long term. And you start off at that entry level position with most companies, and I could move up to program manager, account executive. There's different things that I could do. Right now I'm really eyeballing that account executive position because it just seems real nice. But yeah, so I found a career field that I enjoy, and I feel like it's going to be, I'll most likely be able to work from home, and I feel like that's going to be really nice, and I'll have a set schedule, and I won't be working 7 days a week, things like that. I won't be burnt out. It's not like a call center. I'm not going to be glued to a phone for 8 hours and glued to my desk for 8 hours. I can stand, I can walk around, Like, my goal is to do meaningful work. And I think that's what kind of made me miserable at my last job, was that I wasn't doing anything meaningful. So I'm just very excited to kind of feel like I have something going on career wise, because they don't talk about that last year of school when you're about to graduate, and how, okay, now you gotta go out and find a job, because yeah, if you don't already have one, you're kind of, you're a little bit behind now. That's what it feels like anyway. So I'm excited to get a career started. I'm hoping that I can have something in place before my little one is due. I'm due in July. So I'm hoping that I can have something in place. Not for, oh, I need the benefits. I don't need the benefits. I just want to make it easier for myself, knowing that I have something to come back to, and I have a career to come back to. I'm gonna try to do more videos, because I really don't have much of anything to do throughout the day except for cleaning and getting ready for baby. I gotta do like house update to show you the little changes that we've made so far to the house. I think I did a video a while back of me doing my office nook. So the office is moved so that we can make a nursery nook. So I'll do a video on that. Video turned off. Anyway, but yeah, I have some videos planned. I have some videos planned that I just need to sit down and shoot. I have a sponsored video that I was supposed to do back in November, but of course, accident, quitting job, finding out pregnant, rough start to pregnancy. So I'm gonna film some videos. We have our baby, we have our vacation coming up next week. Then I have my graduation photos, and then I'll have maternity photos and baby shower, our 4-year wedding anniversary. We've been together 10 years now, and then we'll just be getting ready for baby to come, getting ready for baby to come after baby shower. I plan to do natural birth. I plan to film it, hopefully. And my birthday. So it's gonna be a lot. So a lot of the videos from now until then are just gonna be us getting ready for baby. The nesting instinct, that nesting phase hit me at 20 weeks. I was hysterical. My husband will tell you, I was crying. I was like, we're never gonna be ready for this baby. We don't have any room. Where is the baby gonna go? So I'm kind of curious to see how I'm gonna be third trimester, because I'm already on edge. But yeah, so I'm gonna film my next video, which is gonna be a haul of baby stuff so far I've gotten. But yeah, so I'm gonna get back to it. I just needed some motivation to pick up the camera, and I needed life to slow down a little bit, which is slow down a lot for me. And the end of school, I don't see how those girls that I used to watch when I was younger, how they were in school and filming at the same time, because I don't even think about picking up the camera. But anyway, I digress. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and